Hi YouTube, welcome to my pajama vlog. I'm only half in pajamas, but who cares, it's 2020. I haven't done a video for Esther Day in a very long time, but I figured it's kind of more important than ever now in these absolutely crazy times. So if you don't know what Esther Day is, there's a link in the doobly-doo to the original video. What do you do on Esther Day? You're supposed to tell your friends and family that you love them, which can be kind of really awkward, especially for Kiwis like me who kind of we're not encouraged to do those sort of things. But I want to normalize telling people that I love them and make it less awkward for myself and for them. So here goes. Family, mum and dad, grandparents, aunties and uncles and cousins and children of cousins called first cousins of once removed or something, I don't know. I love you guys. I spent lockdown with my family and I can honestly say that I would be nowhere near as mentally or emotionally stable now if I hadn't spent lockdown with my family. They were amazing, they were super supportive. I've thoroughly enjoyed family Zoom meetings for those of you who live across the ditch or on the other side of the world. Thank you. Family members, you know who you are, for sending me these amazing homemade musical face masks. Don't know where I'd be without you guys, so I love you and happy Esther Day. And friends, society thinks it's kind of weird to tell friends that you love them, but I think it should be normal to tell friends that you love them. So friends, I love you. As you may or may not know, I'm on the autism spectrum, so I was quite shy and socially awkward during high school and primary school. I had a bit of trouble making friends, took a bit longer than the majority, so I really value your friendships. If you're my friend, you are probably a bit weird, just putting it out there, which is why I love you. I'm glad to know awesome, weird people like you folks. I don't know where I'd be without all of you either. And for those of you who don't already know, I am Ace. Surprise! So, friends, you're it. Whether you're from my hometown or from where I live now, or whether you're a friend online or living far away, you are important to me and I love you. And of course, I love my pets. I consider them family. Shout out to Tinkerbell, Rosa and Kiki. They are my parents' pets, but because I'm not allowed pets in my flat, I live vicariously through my parents and pretend that their pets are also mine. I have a really cool story about Kiki actually. My parents found her. During lockdown, my mum went to the dump. She found this little kitten. We had to take her to the vet and we weren't allowed to actually go into the building, so we had to leave Kiki in the cage out by the door, and the vets went out and grabbed her and they had to text us when they knew the results basically, and we weren't sure whether Kiki would survive or not because she was pretty sick, and so we were sitting in the car really worried. Obviously she did survive, so it's a happy ending. I was sitting there knitting and I completed the square when I was there, which I've dedicated to Kiki. I've called it the Kiki square. If you're wondering what all these squares are for, I am actually knitting a tent. I've called it the 2010 or the 1020 if you prefer. I started it during lockdown and it's just a tent made out of wool, no specific purpose, no specific end date when I have to have it done by, just a bit of fun. It's going to be full of memories, tiny squares, weird squares. There's one I've even dedicated to two of my friends who got married shortly after lockdown, and I knitted this while watching their wedding being live streamed on YouTube. Shout out to the wonderful Christina and Campbell. Love you guys. I also knitted this ridiculously long scarf, but that was ages ago. Now the final thing I want to say about love and family and all those sorts of things is I'm actually quite a competitive person. I get jealous very easily, and in the music industry it's so hard to avoid that sort of thing because you have to do competitions and you have to make applications for all sorts of things, and all of those things are so competitive. It's just so hard to avoid getting jealous and bitter. But in this post-COVID world, obviously we need each other more than ever. So fellow artists, let's look at each other as our support network instead of competition. We honestly need each other so much right now, and I know it's so difficult, and I'm gonna struggle with this for the rest of my life, but I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'm gonna keep trying to be kinder. My final message to all of you is be kind to yourselves, love yourselves. It's okay to pace yourself, it's okay to look after yourself, it's okay to take a break, it's okay to be not 100% on form right now. You've got time, you can do the thing, I believe in you, and I love all of you. Happy Esther Day to all my fellow nerd fighters, and happy birthday Esther. DFTBA.